What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Rush Hour Talk. You got your boys, the Lock Talk, and
I'm
I'm
talented.
talented.
Yes, sir, my brother. We here. We in the building.
Yeah,
Live
man.
and
It's
direct.
late night on a Tuesday, and we're here to talk about something that probably no one else has really talked about. I haven't seen it, at least. Sports betting and relationships. The reason why we want to talk about it was because if you've seen our videos on our Instagram or YouTube, we went on the streets, we interviewed both men and women, and we asked them certain questions on sports betting and if there were green flags or red flags in a relationship. For context, we asked the girls, if you met a guy and you found that he sports betted, would you think that's a red flag or a green flag? And then we asked the guys, if a girl asked you to stop sports betting, would you stop? So we'll talk about some of our own takes on the answers, but then also some of our experiences as being in this space professionally and how it's kind of maybe affected us or how our experience has been in relationships while doing this. So, Booby, I don't know if you could start off, I could start off, but I don't know if you want
I'll
to
let you take
touch
off,
on.
my boy. I'll let you
Yeah,
take off
no,
on that, man.
no, for sure. So from my experience, or at least like if I want to just touch on kind of like our experiences going on the street, asking random people, we have a lot more videos than what we posted, but
Right.
at least from my perspective, like I kind of got the answers I thought I was gonna get. So when I asked a lot of girls, is it a green flag or a red flag if you found out a guy that you met or that you really liked sports betted, I expect a lot of them to say like more towards the red flag. Or if they said green flag, it would lead to red flag off of certain parameters. The main thing I got from all of it was it's a red flag if you can control your gambling. If you're losing, it's affecting like your behavior and your time with your girl. But it's a totally okay thing if you're doing okay, your emotions are in check, and you're using the money to, make the relationship better. That's something I totally expected. I think a lot of the times sports betting can be a negative because it does take time away if you're going to watch the games. Sometimes you're going crazy if the games are going well or going bad. So, a lot of it, at least from what I took from it, was that it's an okay thing. Most girls are okay with it. But if you can't keep your money in line or your emotions in line, then it becomes a problem, which totally makes sense, I think.
Honestly, I feel like the other way around. I feel like most girls
Yeah.
don't agree with it, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've been in a lot of situations where I had somebody tell me like, "Yo, my girl left me." She or like I've had about 3 cases like that this year where someone will hit me up talking about their girl, they homeless because their girl left them out on the streets. Like, I don't know how
Mm-hmm.
that works and how people's like folding into relationships where they being the ones being kicked out. But if I'm
Yeah.
gambling or you just risking money or you in that type of business, you should be able to have your own place, have your stuff up to date, have everything
Mm-hmm.
on their name. You shouldn't be getting kicked out by no female, man. Like
Yeah.
you should be able to tell her pack your stuff and go. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
back to that, I've seen a lot of situations like that this year where a lot of females feel like I feel like most females not okay with it. Most females not even into, like, some females not even into sports. So imagine some females don't even like guys who are into sports. So imagine females who, that feels that type of way and then sees a guy that's not only into sports but also into gambling and risking some money behind the sport. She's,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot. It's a heavy turn off for a lot of females. You got to be one lucky man to find somebody that's okay with it and probably go ahead and cheer you on. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Not sure what
Hey,
it
look,
is.
from my experience, I could talk about at least my last two exes. They all liked it when it was all good, but then if things were getting a little like, I had a bad day or had a bad week or I was like, stressed out about a game or something, they definitely didn't like it. They wouldn't like it when I was on my phone checking lines. And then of course what we do, like if I'm messaging clients or people hitting me up, they hated that. Like, why are you always on your phone? Like, why do you gotta message them? Like, cause I mean, these guys they want to talk to me and I gotta be there for them. Of course I can't just leave them in the dust. But regardless though, yeah, I mean, I've seen like I would say at least from what I've seen, it's usually a problem if you make it a problem in your life. Like if it's really causing you a lot of stress, like you're constantly on your phone, you're not paying attention to your girl, you're not giving them time and attention, and you're really neglecting a relationship, then it definitely becomes a problem. It kind of becomes like almost like another relationship, like your
Yeah.
job, like everything else. But to your point, man, yeah, that's pretty crazy that certain people that they've gotten kicked out by their girl, their relationships have ended. My relationship didn't end because of sports betting or anything like that, but I would say when things were not the best, if I wasn't like maybe the happiest, because of course if you have a bad day, you have a bad week, you have a bad like moment in sports betting, especially if you're giving out picks and things like that.
Right.
It definitely could affect your emotions because you're not gonna be happy that you lost, right? You're gonna be like a little
Of course
down on
not.
yourself, and
I mean, I ain't gonna get into those details, but you feel me? I mean, a bad loss, and having to lay with your lady, and let's say she's in the mood and you not in the mood. It's hard to get in the mood, man. It's like, yo, hold on, like you don't even know what's just happening right now, and then that's when it's just like they're like, nah, when that's affecting their vibe and what they want, it becomes a problem, you know. So then that also depends on us, you know. So my girl, when I started with my girl, I also started certain things, you know, a couple years ago, whatever, and she was not okay with it. Like, it's not that she said you can't do this. She just says like, I just don't like how well invested you into this. Like, it's what this is gonna do for you. And I'm not gonna lie to you, she was the one that motivated me to really put a price on my knowledge with the game. And when I took off, you know, she's like, you know, I'm proud of you, everything. And then it got to a point where she's like, wait, you becoming one of them? And I'm like, what you mean I'm becoming one of them? So I had to step back and look back and see what she's talking about. And I felt like I knew what she was talking about. You know, it's okay to watch a game or see a primetime game or something, or put a little money on something, but you got some dudes that sometimes like they just one after another, one after another, one after another. Win or lose, they always got to gamble, always got to do something. So she saw me like really like, you know, doing too much at one point when it should have never been like that. But, you know, we love to kill the books. We love to be in there. But I never slowed down. I just found I found a new strategy of how to, you know, give her some time and give my stuff some time. So I just set myself a little schedule. I said during the week at certain this, you know, when she went to work, because she works. So I just said when she's working, I'll be studying. You know what I'm saying? So by the time she's gone, by the time she's out of work, or whatever it is, I'm chilling. We good. We watching the games together, whatever it is. Like, she don't mind watching some games with me, but she don't. She hates when I'm on the phone. You feel me? Like, not giving. It's all the females, bro. It's anything. It's not gambling. It's video games, and every single situation, these females love their attention. It's females, man. We gotta live with it. You know, we love it. We love it too. You know what I'm saying?
no, of course, no, dude, you know? And like the whole thing about like, if you have like a big play or something that it didn't go your way, and then, you know, you're definitely down yourself, and your girl wants, you know, to, you know, spice it up or something. I've been there. It's so rough. I'll be like, babe, look, like, I'm just not in the mood. I just want to go sleep. And they'll get so mad. They'll be like, are you serious? Like, and you know, it's tough, man. Like, and the thing is, I think if anything, I definitely can see this from your side. Like, you just have to be with the right person, right? Like, if this is a part of your life and you enjoy doing it, and especially if you're making money off it, where it's like beneficial to your life, you have to be with someone that gets it, right? Like, I could say from experience, one of my exes, she understood, you know, because she was she worked really hard on herself. She had, you know, a career girl, everything like that. So she totally understood, like, when I had to lock in, I had to lock in. She didn't bother me, nothing like that. She understood, like, there's a lot of stresses that came with it, things like that. So sometimes, guys, look, honestly, you have to take some self-reflection, see, like, you know, how you all actually are in this entire environment, whether you're professional doing it or you're doing it on the side. Sometimes it's the person that you're with. They just don't understand, especially if you're making money. If you're losing money, though, I mean, you might have to listen to your girl. Like, maybe take a step back, stop, get some advice or something else. But, you know, the person you're with definitely matters a lot. Of course,
they could get tough in any situation. It could be heavy on them. It could be heavy on us. Because what if you having a losing situation and you trying to get back? Especially in our shoes, we in the capper's shoes. Let's say we have a loss and the people's waiting for a win because we got some people who's dependent on us to get a green for the day, and then you over here getting this pressure from your girl, like, you know, like, you haven't gave me no time, and you're like, wait, these people are depending on me, especially me. I don't got football every day. We got football, especially NFL. We got football on Sunday, Thursday, and Thursday and whatever. Thursday, Monday, it'd be one game. Sunday it'd be the main day where I got a lot of games. And so Sunday, she gives me my time. Like, she let me do what I do. But it becomes hard. It becomes pressure on both ends, bro. It's not easy, man. It's not easy to deal with. You with someone, you should never choose. You know what I'm saying? If someone's with you and they love you and they want to be with you, no matter what you're doing, you could be robbing banks for all I know. She's going to be with you. She might just be your driver. You know what I'm saying? Love go far, bro. When someone really love you and really down for you, they're going to make it happen. You feel me? They might be like, okay, we don't got a blanket, but let me use this towel. Let me use this sheet of paper. I'm going to use something to try to stay warm. We're going to figure it out. Someone that love you going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as far as what I know, as far as my experience of love, like, you know. And I appreciate my girl. Shout out to my lady, man. She real. She hold it down. She was not easy to deal with when I wanted to do what I'm doing, but she said, you know what, I'm going to hold you down because I love you. Instead, she helped me. She's the one that set me up, got me this mic, all this headphone stuff, my lights, everything. I'm using her MacBook as we speak. You know what I'm saying? She loved to see me do what I'm doing. But at all times, we can't be too invested into this. We got to give them some time. Because we have people, our friends. We got some friends, I don't want to say no names or anything, but that's in this zone, in this category, you know, that they lost their relationship because they chose the people instead of their relationships, you know. And at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know what to do. Whether it be like, oh, that's real, you know, you can leave your people behind, or like, oh, the girl. But I don't know, bro. But I'm just hoping that everybody could figure something out, hoping that everybody could make something happen, man. It's possible. I'm telling y'all right now, it's possible. Not saying my girl was, nah, man. It's possible. Y'all can make it happen.
And this is a side note, like kind of to your point about like, if someone actually likes you, they'll make things happen for you. To all the guys out there that the girls are like, I'm so busy, I didn't respond to you. She ain't busy, bro. She saw your DM. She saw your message. She just ignored you. But I mean, dude, to your point though, and I think it's tough because we always get told like, you know, especially when it comes to money, right? Like you follow the money, the girls will come. Like if you follow the girls, you'll lose all your money. You know, and that kind of goes hand in hand very much with this, right? Like, what do you choose? I think you have to have balance. You have to be making money, whether it's this or something else, and then you just have to have the right person with you that is on your game plan or on your mission. So it's if part of your mission is, yo, I want to have my job and I want to make a side income sports betting, and I gotta dedicate time to do that, you just gotta be with the right person that allows you to do it, right?
Right.
And if the person you're with, you know, is really nagging you and say, yo, I don't want to be with you if you're doing this, then you have to make a decision. Like, is this big enough, bigger than that? Or is your relationship more important? We can't tell you that. At least I can't.
Oh, no.
I can't tell you that.
Not at all, bro.
I'm curious, though, from the interviews that we did have, especially with the girls, what did you think about what their answers were like? Did you, like, surprise or what?
I want to say our first interview, like, she seemed like, I want to say her man gambles. If she has a boyfriend at home, which she seemed like obviously she did, I feel like her man gambles and she had a lot to say, and she didn't want to say too much either because she didn't want to make somebody feel bad in case they saw that video. But I feel like as far as if I'm comparing her to the one that I got to interview, you know what I'm saying? Like with Ellie, she was just like, hey, you young, you got time, you got no kids, you trying to have fun, fuck it. Let's do, excuse my language, you know, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's get right. Now, you past a certain age or you got a certain amount of kids, you got responsibilities. You know, you could have responsibility as a young age, but kids specifically or a certain age, like she said at the age of 35, 40, you shouldn't be gambling. I'll be honest with you, man. Like, I do football, whatever it is. I'm good at what I do. I'm 27 years old. Fine. Baseball, I don't do. But I know a 45-year-old man who really do what he do in baseball. And if that 45-year-old man was buying her luxury stuff, trips, everything, she will be like, listen, you could be 50, baby. We gonna get right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's 100%. What it is. You know, if they okay, if she said as long as he's winning, then I want to agree with the fact that as long as he's bringing that bag home, it's cool. I feel like the age stuff won't even matter, man. So for my people who's out there who's above 35, don't feel like you old because that's not even old, bro. So have fun, do your thing. Now, if you got kids and you losing and stuff, man, get your shit together. Go do something else. You feel me? Let me know. There's a 1-800 number, and not in this video, but somewhere in the FanDuel app, somewhere in those DraftKings apps is a 1-800 number. All jokes aside, because some people really do need it.
Bro, it's true. Like every girl, if I think maybe except the one you interviewed,
right?
They all were like, if he's winning and he's doing well, it's all good, right? It's like, you know, it's all good. So
somebody commented that says giving gold digging. My fault for cutting you off, but there's somebody commented that said, yo, they giving me gold digger vibes. I'm like,
bro, I think the way it is like, you know, and I don't want to get us canceled or anything, but there have been many other people have made like little parallels or sayings like, you know, sayings like they don't build, they move in, they wait at the finish line. kind of goes hand in hand with that. Like I'll give you a personal example. I remember one time I was out eating dinner with my girl and then like a few people, and then I was on my phone a lot because of the big baseball bet. And I was like just paying attention to my phone. I'm just waiting for it to hit. She's like, oh, why are you on your phone so much? Like, it's like, who cares? I'm like, dude, like, listen, you see this dinner we're eating right here? This is gonna be $400 between me and him. We're splitting this. Like, this is help paying for this. So unless you want to chip it and pay for it, don't say anything. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And then she was like, okay. I was like, yeah, that's right. So, unless you want to start paying or something for when we go out, I don't want to hear any of this. If you don't like it, then you know what? Like, go find someone else. But this is part of what I do. So you have to understand, like, some of this good shit that comes along with it, some of this other stuff comes with it. And that's why I had to lay down.
I probably would have waited. I probably would have waited to get home and tell her that. But like talk, I respect it.
I didn't say it in front of her, like in the restaurant like that.
My fault. I thought that was in the spot. I'm like, okay, my boy Lock Talk said, hold on, if you gon',
I want to embarrass her. I told her like afterwards, I was like, look, like I understand your frustration, but I told her, like when we got back, I was in the car with her. When we're taking the Uber back home, I was like, look, like I told her all of that. Like I wouldn't do it unless like she was blatantly trying to disrespect me in front of my friends or in front of people. Then I would have blown her up. But she was like, I was like, look, this is the way it is. But hey, some of you guys gotta put your foot down sometimes, because there are times that you have to take an outside perspective and listen to people. But then there are other times where you have to put your foot down for certain things. I'll say that.
You know what I do wonder sometimes? The amount of people that actually hide the fact that they gamble from their girl.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like that guy we interviewed, since we speak about people we interviewed, the Sports Center guy. Like, I don't want to put him on blast or something, but I'll bet any money he's still gambling. Although he told us he don't gamble, then after like, oh, he used to gamble, and like, I'm like, nah, hold on. And the way he looking around before he even answered our question, I'm like, yeah, he gambled. He just don't want somebody to know. So I'm like, I'm gonna respect the fact that he do what he's doing. Well, he's not gambling no more. I'm just saying like what he used to do. So I feel like the way he reacted towards it, I feel like, his relationship probably depended on the fact whether you gonna stop gambling or you gonna be on, And I feel like those that supposedly stop gambling, they find a way to sell their boy or somebody's gonna place that ticket, man. Just like these players that are not allowed to place bets. How many of them just got caught already? You feel me? It's the same thing. They gonna gamble some way, somehow. If they like the game and they got some money, they gambling, ladies. Hey, I ain't trying to blow nobody's spot up, but it's 2024. It's time to keep it a buck. Keep it 100. If she don't like it, then tell her to go, man. Yeah. Then just so you don't be heartbroken 3-4 years later after you wasted all them years, you probably seen somebody you said no to at FanDuel. You know what I mean? Like, just make sure you honest with who you with. Let them know what's going on, man. I don't want to see nobody sad no more, B. I don't want to see nobody going through it. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out, bro. Somebody got to figure it out. There's a lot of shit going on, bro. That lady on the news, I'm sorry, I know I'm going to let you talk right now, but that lady on the news, what she said, I know she's saying what they telling her to say, whatever the case may be, but it's facts. There's a lot of people broken up, a lot of guys they wake up and they don't even want, they just want to place a ticket, bro. They don't do nothing but want to place a ticket and watch a game while the ticket's going. Yo, there's like the ones that bet on like cricket and soccer, all types of weird sports when there's no sports going on. Those are the ones that we got to go and speak to them. Like, yo, everything's fine. Yeah. Everything's okay with you. Talking about placing KBO bets at 2, 3, 4 in the morning after you just had a whole day. Come on, man. We can't do stuff like that. Like, you expect your lady to stay there? Nah.
I wish I could do KBO because just look at me. People probably believe that I know about KBO. But like, I don't know anything about KBO. I remember someone's like, you don't do KBO? I'm like, hey, look, man, I could probably lie to you and be like, yeah, I know a lot about KBO, but I don't know shit about KBO. So I'm not staying up to 4 a.m. sweating games with you because I won't be able to sleep.
Say that, man. Don't do that, man.
It's just true. Because people are like, yo, you don't do KBO? Like, you're good at baseball. You could probably do KBO too. I'm like, shit. I was like, maybe, but I don't know anything. I'm not trying to stay up that late. So, like, because if I give out plays, maybe I don't watch all the games, but I had to stay up to date. Like, okay, like, this is how it's going. I won't sleep, bro. So I'm like, look, I ain't touching this.
If it's something, an umpire made a call or something like that, and I asked you, what was the call? Was it safe or out? Because he didn't say it in English. And you don't even know what he said. Why would you even put your money on that, bro? You don't even know what's going on. The announcer, on the other hand, could say whatever he want. You don't even know what's going on. You don't even know if it was safe out, nothing. You don't even know the language. Forget the rules, bro. Like, it's a whole nother language. So you got to pay attention to where your money's at. You can't just throw your money somewhere. You don't even know what they're talking about. That's not happening, man.
No, for sure. I'll say this, so like, at least that kind of how all this started. Me and Booby saw the CNBC interview where this lady's a hedge fund research analyst, where she looks at like consumer trends because she wants to know how the economy is doing.
Right.
And one of the things that she put together was basically that sports betting is one of the fastest growing leisure industries in the U.S. And what's another thing that's been growing, that's been a very big thing? It's been the rate of single men, the rate of men that haven't had sex within a year,
Right.
and the low like marriage rates. She put two and two together. I don't think that's like perfectly correlated.
Yo,
It's
that's
a fallacy.
crazy.
It's called correlation without causation. I don't think sports betting has caused all this. Could it be like one factor among many things? Yeah, probably, because you know what? The demographic of sports betting is primarily men between the ages of, I think, it depends on the state, right? Because some 18-year-olds can bet in certain states, but
Right.
primarily like 18 to 45, I think, is the main, and mainly men. Like 80% are men. So I get what she's saying. But, you know, from at least the interviews that we've had, girls don't care as long as that's not affecting, like, you know, your attention towards them. So I think my takeaway is, like, whatever you do, whether it's sports betting or something else,
They're
make
not
sure you're
wrong.
able to
They're not wrong about the
maintain your
attention.
attention.
You're
Yeah.
not wrong about the attention, bro. Like, everybody, look, I mean, us guys ourselves, even the ones that's into the thing, you know, they want to turn around and want attention when it's time that they don't. By the time they want the attention, it's like it's already too late. But us, man, we even like attention too. Why would we want to be with someone who's not giving you no attention at all? And sometimes when guys is on this 24/7, they really don't give their girl attention at all. You feel me?
Yeah.
They only give them attention by buying them shit and like paying for stuff or doing things, and not money don't always do it. You know what I'm saying? Some of these girls love to have to talk, sit down and you vent, tell you how their day went and stuff like that. Trying to tell you how their day went. You're like, no, hold on. I need 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Hold on. About 2 minutes is over. They don't even want to tell you nothing, because it's like, look how you moving because of a game. I can't, bro. Forget about the female situation as a person. For your health, I feel like it's bad for your health to move behind gambling like that. You feel me? It's not only gonna affect the relationships. There's a lot of friendships that went their ways because of that. Because one thinks they're better than the other, or the other one is like, oh, he's like bad luck. I don't want nothing to do with. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy,
Dude.
man.
The bad luck stuff, though, I still hold to some of that. So there's some guys, even in my friend group, I will not give them any plays because for some reason they always ice it. I don't know what it is. So I remember, I'm not going to mention his name, but I have one friend. When I used to do soccer picks with one of my boys, I remember we were on a winning streak, bro, killing it. And then he's like, yo, I need to get on these plays. So I was like, yeah, we'll give you the plays. So we gave him a play, it lost. We gave him another play, it lost. I'm like, bro, like, ever since this guy jumped in, man, we've been getting killed. And then we lost 5 games in a row. I'm like, bro, we got to stop giving the players. Like, bro, we're cutting you off. And then as soon as we cut him off, it's probably, for sure, it's probably just a coincidence.
Instantly.
We start winning again. So I was like, bro, I'm sorry, you're cut off. You're never getting picks from us.
He either had when stuff like that happens, either they have a train or they got a bag of money. When I mean a train, I mean like they have a lot of people they giving the bets to, and it's just a train of people getting the bet, or he himself is putting a lot of money on it, and it happens, bro. Like $1 could change the game. All it takes is $1 to change the game, bro. So if you got somebody betting $50,000 on something, it's quiet,
it's just
money,
like
man. That. Yup, quiet, just like that. That's exactly how it's gonna be, because Vegas don't like losing, bro. So you gotta be careful what you putting your money on out here, bro. Shit is nasty, bro. But yeah, man, that's how I feel about that experience that we had downtown, and it was amazing. That Soho was a great weather. It wasn't too cold. Everybody seemed to be comfortable to speak about the sports situation, you know. Everybody seemed to be a bit confused because we was the first ones out there. Like, everybody asked something down there, but they never would ask a question like that. And usually people that do what we doing are way too into this that they don't even have time to step out their house. They be on their phone placing bets all day, doing stuff. Like, I'm not going to speak no names. Like, we done see people go on live, talk about telling their kids, shut up, telling their kids to shut up. Because they so locked in with it. Like, bro, it's your kids. They're just trying to ask you something. Like, they might wanted to say if they could eat some cereal or something. Answer the question. But with that being
yeah.
said, bro, our experience was amazing, bro. Like our experience was amazing, bro. I feel like these ladies, I feel like they was 100 with us. They wasn't lying. Although the guys, I don't know how you feel about what Kabir said. He seems like somebody that would, yeah, I'll just stop gambling. But you know, the side trips with the boys to the casino, you know how that should go. That's basically
Yeah.
sneaking around.
I think he was telling the truth. Like, he probably would stop sports betting. He actually used to work with me once in a while, but he stopped just because he's wanted to stop. So, but I think
Okay.
in terms of him like having freedom to like go play like a roulette game or blackjack game
At the casino.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. But he doesn't go. I know him personally. He wouldn't go super often. So I mean, he actually is pretty truthful. But he's probably. I mean, I don't think any girl will tell him that though. To be honest, because he's not like that though. He's not really like
Okay.
that at all. So I don't think
Alright.
it'd ever be a problem in his relationship where like some girl will be like, yeah, you can't do X, Y, and Z like that. But yeah, man, I had a good experience. We're definitely gonna do some more of those. And since we had like that first roundabout, we're a little bit more experienced, so we could definitely make the questions even better and have even better follow-ups.
Yes, sir.
So we'll give you a bigger data set to find out what people really think. So we've only did like 7 or 8.
Yes,
Now we'll
sir.
probably do maybe 10 more, and we'll keep on going. We'll see how it keeps going. But I liked it, bro. I had a lot of fun.
I'm down.
Yeah,
man.
let's-
It was great. At first it was a little awkward, but then we got into it. Everything was fine. Everyone's like, you know, it was one of the. I think it was the Ellie lady herself that made me feel comfortable. Like she's like, yeah, sure, fine. You know, some people could seem a little rude. You know, seeing content going on downtown, it's not as easy as some people make it seem. Like everyone is willing to speak to you, because you know you experienced it, and it's you in New York. You know how hard it is to get these New York people to be nice to you to begin with. It's hard,
Yeah.
man. So the first approach is like, what you want, and then it's like, you know, you got to speak to them. It ain't easy, bro, but it is fun. It is amazing. It's a journey, you know. I love to be told no a couple times, just so when we get the yes, it be the great yes for some reason.
Oh yeah. But all right, guys, look, Booby, of course, I love doing this with you. We had a
Yes,
great
sir.
talk about this. If you guys have any questions about sports betting and relationships, I mean, I don't know if we're the best people to talk about it, but at least, you know, we do it and we've managed it through our lives. So again, you know, guys, if I took anything away from this, sports bet, but make sure it doesn't affect your life. Make sure you could pay proper attention to everything else in your life that matters, right? Don't let this be the only thing you care about. Hey, that's my job, and I could do it for you guys, and that's Booby's job, so he could do it for you on everything he does, right?
Yes,
he
sir.
can offload all that work for you. But nonetheless, guys, thanks for tapping in. I don't know if you want to say anything else, Booby, before we get off this.
No. Besides, I know Yassi what's going on in the NFL. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned. We have a lot to speak about. It's gonna be amazing, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait, man. Let's go.
All right, guys, we're signing off. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one, man.
Yes, sir. Peace out.